A lot of people feel left behind right now. We have a lot of things going on in the economy. We have inflation. Things are constantly going up and up. We have the job market where people are being laid off, and we have the job market as far as people are not hiring as well, with companies becoming more leaner and leaner and trying to save on the bottom line. We have people just being priced out of things, such as housing. Housing is getting more and more expensive. And we have just people concerned about their finances, concerned about their money, and rightfully so. I believe most people want to do well with their finances and don't want to be in a situation to where they're struggling or where they are worried about how the world's going to look like in the future, and worry about their job status, worry about their business, and just worry about how they're going to provide and build wealth for their family. And that is a rightful concern. But I want to talk about things that we can do to combat this, because we do have to pay attention to what's going on in the world, but we can't put ourselves in a situation to where we are worried or just feel like we are left behind and we don't know what to do or don't think that we can overcome the situation. So the first thing that we have to know, that wherever your financial situation is, just know that you can come out of it. I see testimonies all the time of people being in bad situations, being in debt, over $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, and they were able to climb themselves out of the financial situation through hard work, through grit, through having a plan. So wherever you at with your finances, whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, just know that you can climb out of the situation, and just know it's possible. It's definitely possible. So don't feel like that you're left behind and that's it, and you cannot change your financial situation. Know that you can change. But the first thing I want you to do is have a vision. We all have to have a vision. I have to have a vision. You have to have a vision of what you want your financial situation to look like. Whether that's a business, do you want to start a business? Whether it's a business doing a skill that you have, or whether it's investing, you want to become an investor. You want to invest this amount of money per month. Just having a vision for how you want your path to look like, whether that's a job that you are looking at, but just have a vision, know where you want to go. The second thing is having a plan, right? Having a plan. You have a vision, but then you have to have a plan in order to execute that vision. So whether that's, say for example, starting a business, that business, do you need products? Do you need type of software? Do you need people to help you run the business? What's going to be your budget? What's your goal in getting people? What's your goal in selling your service? What's your goal in selling your product? How are you going to do it? Things of that nature. So you have to have a plan. Write down a plan. We can't freestyle our way to building wealth. We can't freestyle our way to being able to prosper in our finance. We have to have a plan. Third thing is being able to execute. Being able to execute that plan, and going out and do it. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about how this quote that states that success loves speed. And when I think about that, I think about taking action, because a lot of times we have these great thoughts and these great ideas, but then it's time to take action on it. Because when you just think about something and don't do it, you're just thinking about it. So it's okay to have great vision and great thoughts, but then we have to be hearers. We have to be doers of your visions, be doers of your thoughts, and that's how we get these things to come into fruition. And another thing is, don't worry. Don't worry about the future. We have to have a vision and plan for the day, but the Bible states to do not worry about the future. You're not in the future. You're right here in the present. So we should plan for the future. We should have a vision for the future. But as far as worrying and putting yourself in a situation to where you just have anxiety about the future, we can't do that, because it takes away the joy from the day, and it takes away your focus from the day. Because when you focus for the day and create that vision, that plan for the day, and start executing on today, you're going to take care of your future. So it's very important to not have anxiety about the future, but know that the future will be here, but that's worry about the day, because the only thing you have right now is today. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I know a lot of people are going through it right now. But if you are feeling left behind, just know that you are here right now, and just know to just concentrate on the four walls of your house. Don't worry about the economy. Don't worry about, all these layoffs and things of the nature. Know what's going on and have an idea what's going on, but then have your plan, have your vision, and execute. And that's how that you can prosper and not have that feeling of being left behind. So I just want to share it with you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this conversation. And if you can, definitely hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this conversation, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments. I appreciate it. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.